Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David,
turning it on! That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Throwing Reed. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught over the middle. It's Craver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, Get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggie. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boise State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Dylan Riley. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Jeanty. And they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that. But whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen, and I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence going into this season, and he is going to be the focal point, I think, of this Broncos offense.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. It's Bates.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The run inside. It's Riley. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on him. It'll be 3rd and long. Reed. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Madsen. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. On the move, it's Owens. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Reed to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. In the red area, it's Riley. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Broncos! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for space to the left. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Horton. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Scanning the field, it's Madsen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. If you're expecting pressure, the clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Buying some time as he moves left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though. They get another chance.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point was good. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here.
Snags it and he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Finds his man. It's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Run, maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Play fake, Reed. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Reed. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Just ran him over. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. There he goes down the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. On the ground, it's Owens. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Play action with Reed. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Reed. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, the vibe down here on the Boise State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Reed. Bringing the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Complete to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Red Raiders on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Broncos head coach here at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Running inside. It's Riley. And they'll knock him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looking for room. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That's caught. It's Bussey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they can get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the right. Perfect timing on that throw and catch. Kept it in bounds with a big completion.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Reed. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
This time it's complete. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Reed on the play action. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Texas A&M going quickly. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Finds his tight end. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the...
Could be an alley. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Edwards. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Lets it fly. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's third and goal and third and long. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was looking to the end zone and they couldn't make the connection. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. The screen, and watch out. At the 40, there he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation.
Breaks into the open. Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go right back to it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option look there, trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing 4th and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate refocus, forget that one, let's do it again.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got a little grass. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Aggies are rolling down the field. Running inside, it's Owens. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. Snags it, and there's running room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to him on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible. The kicker coming through in a must-have moment. They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.